I'm Adam Smith, and I'm the Executive Director of the Craft Cannabis Alliance. Oregon has had a cannabis industry for generations here, and as it's become legal, we kept hearing people say this is Oregon's next great craft industry, right? We have world-class craft beer industry and artisan wine industry, and we now have a craft distilling industry and a local food scene. In looking around to see what were the values that pulled together the industry that we really want to see here, and it came down to a few things. It came down to clean product, sustainable methods, ethical employment practices, substantial local ownership, community engagement, really being ambassadors to the community, and some meaningful participation in ending the drug war overall, beyond just opening up the next cannabis market. Otherwise, we're all just profiteering off of 80 years of ruined lives and destroyed communities. And the play in Oregon is not necessarily for our local market, which is small. We're about half the size of Washington and a tiny fraction of California. But when the walls come down, Oregon's brand, the cannabis brand from Oregon, is globally known. And when those walls come down and we can send product out to other states and we can send product out internationally, if at that moment the shelves here are dominated by companies that are owned in Florida or Texas or Canada, that's who's going to own the export market. They'll own the Oregon brand. And all of that money, the multi-billion-dollar market that we will have here, we won't own. And that we will be a low-wage factory for the enrichment of other places and other people. And we'll have lost an industry that's indigenous here. The next stage, what I'm really excited about in 2018 is we're going to launch a consumer outreach campaign to bring consumers into this movement. And I call it marketing by movement building, right? People here care about local and sustainable, and so by giving them the opportunity to know who their local industry is that is going to build wealth and institutions and economies here locally and enrich the state with tens of billions of dollars over generations, we want to bring the consumers in to support that industry, because we have a chance to have the single best cannabis production market in the world. And that won't happen if it's being controlled by boards of directors in other places. It needs to be controlled in